Welcome to Unbreakable Blueprint, Chapter 1. This is your invitation to step into the energy you were always meant to embody. The chapter you're about to hear is a declaration, a reminder that you were never here to beg. You were born to align. Let's begin. You were never here to beg. You were born to attract. Better yet, align. Let's begin. Introduction. They taught you that chasing was noble. That if you just tried a little harder, gave a little more, hustled a little longer, you would finally be worthy of the love, recognition, and success you wanted. You became fluent in performing, in shrinking and pleasing, in doing whatever it took to be chosen. But I want you to hear this with your whole body. Chasing is a confession. It's a hidden whisper that says, I believe I am not enough on my own. I believe the crown sits on someone else's head. I believe what I desire is outside of me and must be conquered, persuaded, or proven. But you were not born to chase. You were born to attract, align, to become the sovereign magnet. The woman who stands so completely in her worth that the world reorients itself around her gravity. This is the first law of the Unbreakable Blueprint. I don't chase. I align. Section 1. The myth of chasing. The world will applaud your hustle. They will celebrate your exhaustion and call it ambition. They will praise you for being agreeable and call it success. They will call you driven while you quietly fracture under the weight of other people's expectations. Chasing feels familiar because it's what you were conditioned to do. Since you were a little girl, you were taught that love and validation were conditional, that you must earn them by overextending, over-delivering, over-performing. But chasing is not power. It is scarcity dressed up as effort. It is the subtle plea beneath every action. Please see me. Please choose me. Please tell me that I am enough. You cannot build a life, a brand, or a destiny worth having from this place. Aligning begins the moment you decide. You will no longer negotiate your value. Section 2, the sovereign magnet. When you stop chasing, you don't become passive. You become magnetic. Magnetism is the opposite of neediness. It is the calm certainty that what belongs to you will never require you to beg. The sovereign magnet knows she does not need to prove. She does not need to over-explain. She does not need to distort herself to be palatable. The sovereign magnet simply is. She becomes the living embodiment of alignment. And the world reorganizes itself to match her frequency. This is why the most powerful women are often misunderstood. Their energy says, I do not need you to choose me. I am already chosen. I am already chosen by my own knowing. Section 3. Signs you're in desperation energy. Desperation is subtle. It wears many masks. Listen carefully. You might be in desperation energy if you are over-explaining yourself to people who have already decided not to understand you. Obsessing over what someone thinks of you. Feeling anxious when your worth isn't instantly validated. Giving more than you receive because you're afraid of appearing selfish or performing to be liked instead of living to be true. Desperation energy always whispers, I don't trust I am enough. When you feel that contraction, pause. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe. Remember this. You are the blueprint No one else holds the measuring stick. Section 4. The alchemy of desire. Desire is not your enemy. Attachment is. Healthy desire sounds like this. I want this. I am open to this, but I remain complete if it never arrives. When you hold desire with an open palm, you transmute it into magnetic power. When you grip desire like a lifeline, you contaminate it with fear. This is the paradox. The less you need it, the faster it comes. Section 5. Rituals for magnetism. Here are daily practices to embody the sovereign magnet. Morning declaration. Stand in front of your mirror. Look yourself in the eyes and say, I don't chase. I align. I am already enough. Every day, find one opportunity to say a clear, loving no. This is boundary calibration. At night, sit quietly, spend 5 minutes feeling your own energy without distraction. This is a stillness practice. When you feel yourself gripping and holding on, pause, breathe, and say, I desire this, but I'm whole without it. This is your desire reframe. Section 6, integration. Reflect on these questions. You can pause here and write them down if you like. What would my life look like if I stop chasing? Where am I still performing for approval? What am I ready to attract by simply being me? Closing words. You were never here to be a reflection of someone else's expectation. You were not born to beg for scraps of recognition. You were born to remember, I don't chase, I align. This is the foundation of the Unbreakable blueprint. This is where your real power begins. This completes chapter 1. Take a moment to breathe, to integrate, to feel the certainty rising in your body. You are unbreakable, untamed, reborn.